mad. He hit his girlfriend. He's like, and we're back. This is Ring Rust Radio's Get Vocal for Extreme Rules. And believe it or not, it's still actually happening. And we are watching. It's like match commentary. We said we would do this. If it ever came across that we would do this, well, guess what? This is the first opportunity. And I'm watching Seth Rollins stomp Caillou's big fat head right into the mat. He's not this time, dude. He's not getting. Why is Lacey Evans just splitting now? Or she's just like, nah, I'm not with him anymore. That's how my wife feels when she's around me in public. She's always like, nah, I'm not with him. Nah, I'm not with him. Sorry. Like takes the cart and just moves away.
All right, so let's see if Brock Lesnar shows up. You think he shows up?
I'm watching it right now. Brock Lesnar's in attendance, so you're delayed.
Yeah, I am a few seconds delayed.
I'm watching Brock Lesnar walk to the ring with a briefcase, and he's looking to go to Seth Rollins. Oh, Becky's going to get it. Becky's going to get it.
Oh, man. So Mike Chiari, I was texting with him and George. He was like, what if like Ronda Rousey also comes out?
And that's the dating angle? That's the mixed match challenge? It's Ronda Rousey's Travis Brown or whatever is so jealous because Brock Lesnar's.
I did not think of that part, but that's funny.
Oh, David's mad because we took the speakers off the case. Well, you have to when you cash in properly. We're getting a cash in right now, by the way, if you're delayed. It's announced. Mike Roman is announcing it right now. The spoilers for real. The spoilers, it's realness, dude. He does it. Oh, Becky's going to pull his legs off from underneath him. The lady's like, come on, okay, Beck. Beck's going to save him from this. This is a failed cash, and I'm calling it.
Oh, that would suck, honestly.
Go ahead, look. She's like, go ahead, Beck. Go ahead, Bex. 2. That's it. Brock Lesnar's champion. What the fuck? Holy Yo, this is the best Get Vocal we've ever fucking done. You're a brand new Universal Champion. If I'm spoiling for you because you're some sort of, I apologize. But holy shit, Philadelphia! I'm glad I sold those tickets and made $0 because it's late.
You missed the so far best show of the year for WWE.
I wouldn't say that. It was a good show. I'd say a lot of it was largely forgettable at times. AJ Styles Ricochet was okay. I told you, I got a prerogative now. I know where it hurts you the most. Dude, again, to everybody listening, if you're out there, and you find any Smarks comments, please send them ringrustradio@yahoo.com because there will be some tonight. People gonna be mad about this. Oh man. And Becky Lynch didn't look at Caillou. Caillou fucking I didn't even see that. Deep 6 from Caillou. Oh, Seth was mad. And why was Becky out for like 40 minutes? She's still out. I don't get it. I think they make her look really weak. She looks like a secondary factor in this whole situation. She should be the main event.
Yeah. She should have came out last for the entrances also.
Well, holy shit. Okay.
I like that, man. I'm fucking hyped. That's awesome that Brock is back with. I mean, it kind of sucks that he's not going to be using the Money in the Bank briefcase anymore to play mind games. Like, I love that aspect of it.
Or to play funky tunes.
Yeah. Like, dude, we got that this year. That's awesome. But, like, there was no other way to get him to SummerSlam, right? You had to do that here. So I get it.
That's what Mike during the last show, he said it's like it's now or never.
Right.
He's either not going to be there or come in and cash it. But now he's in the match. Now it's a singles match. Holy shit. And hey, listen.
Awesome, man. Way to end the show, man. That's a really good show, in my opinion.
And what did we
don't like it?
What did we say? We said that you're going to get build. If you do this now, you're getting this excitement for Raw. Like, I'll tell you, my first feeling right now is I'm pumped to watch Raw tomorrow. Like, I'm excited to watch Raw because Brock's going to be there. You know that we're going to build on this, and it's going to be this is Becky going away from Seth. This is fucking. I thought you're picking up Cinnamon. I was like, this is the best show I've ever done in my life. I got a literal cash in. We just saw the Universal Championship change hands. And if I look at this, Cinny Buns.
He was sleeping.
I'm sorry. Go back to sleep. I do apologize. We'll give you treats. Yeah, I said it out loud, so now you're obligated to give it to her.
Yeah, we'll give her one right now. Live Get Vocal treats.
Get vocal treats. That's what we're gonna call our shows. This is Get Vocal Treats. This is like, oh, you've been a good wrestling fan. Who likes Brock Lesnar winning the title tonight? I do.
I do, man. I'm very happy that Seth is no longer champion.
I'll say this. I think that the Brock Lesnar cash-in, immediate reaction is it's taking Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins and bringing them apart. Like, you go your way, I go my way. And they can still, like, hey, like when they're walking by each other in the locker room, be like, that's all I want. I don't want any acknowledgement of relationship anymore. I was beating over the head so much with it that I'm just fucking tired of it. Yes, again, Sable. Sable is when I said that on the show this week, but I love the idea of Brock Lesnar coming back. I like part-time Brock. I like him playing up to he's being in 2019 as a wrestling fan, he gets genuine heat. You either love him or you genuinely hate what he is to wrestling. He's a part-time superstar, and that's a big problem for you. So to me, I love Brock Lesnar taking it from Rollins because now you got Rollins as the face chasing, which is always better. It's almost universal. It's better that way. You have Becky and Rollins getting away from each other, and now there's your SummerSlam. There's your SummerSlam matchup. Universal Championship, Seth Rollins, Brock Lesnar. Boom. You're booking around that. Very smart booking at this time. And Paul Heyman does not lie. We can say whatever we want. Yes, he does owe people hundreds and thousands of dollars from ECW days, probably still to this day. But with that said, he doesn't lie to me via Raw.
Right. Your point about Brock Lesnar and being part-time, like, to me, it's fine because, listen, we just got a storyline that was told over the course of, 2.5 months with Seth Rollins, Baron Corbin, Lacey Evans, Becky Lynch. And people were up in arms the fact that this was going on for so long. 2 months worth, right? 2.5 months. Same with Kofi Kingston and Dolph Ziggler. People were up in arms that lasted over a month. So the attention span of fans nowadays, like, I think it's perfectly fine if Brock Lesnar is going to be here for a month and then not going to be here for a month because it keeps things fresh. Right, you actually kind of want that with a lot of your superstars,
and he feels special. As you can say, you don't like it all you want, because I understand. Sometimes I don't like what they're doing with Brock Lesnar. It can be tough, but the truth is, no matter what, when he shows up, you're like, "Whoa, that Brock music!" Like what we just witnessed. Where we coming into that show, people are like, this isn't the right place to cash in. Now's not that time. The briefcase should be saved over the course. It could go until next year. It could be months before we get any of this. Don't tease unless you're going to give it to us. Guess what, motherfucker? When that music hit, everybody got pumped. Everybody's like, down, like, oh, it ain't going to happen. No, they're not going to do it here. Oh, they're going to do it here. Like, no matter what, you're excited about it. You have your initial reaction is like excitement. I want to jump up and fucking be excited about this. Guess what? Brock Lesnar's a true attraction in wrestling. Everybody's out there. Ric Flair's like, oh, there's not a top star. There's not a top star. No John Cena. No Hulk Hogan. It's fucking Brock Lesnar. Fuck off. It's Brock Lesnar. You want to say it's not? He's the fucking true draw. He's the true crossover superstar. He's the true badass.
I agree. I've loved Brock Lesnar first.
I want to ask you thoughts on the OK match between Rick and AJ.
You're an asshole, first off. I want you listen, before I die in this life, I need you to stop saying that Ricochet and AJ Styles have okay matches. This is like
okay, Aleister Black and Cesaro had an okay match.
That was my match of the night. That was my favorite match of the entire weekend, actually.
You just disappear. Your head just disappears from your screen and just shows up next to me on mine. No, it just shows up next to me with a knife like, this is the end. That's the last one.
I watched a ton of wrestling this weekend, Donnie. Let me tell you, I watched all the G1 matches. I watched Evolve, AEW, WWE. I really think that my favorite match of the weekend was Aleister Black and Cesaro. It was hard hitting. It made sense. It was believable the way they sold the limbs. The action just flowed. Dude, that Cesaro catching Aleister Black, going for the double knees to the head, and then throwing up in the air. The European uppercut, that was probably my favorite spot of the whole weekend. I thought that match was awesome.
I've never seen someone get bitch slapped harder by someone's bottom of their foot. Like he just like
Yeah.
bitch slaps you with his foot. Like he's so true. With Kota Ibushi's a kickboxer, so you see those moments where he's just fucking like he could knock a loose hair off your eyebrow with his toenail and be like, "That's all I wanted to do. That's all." I'm just
bottle cap challenge.
But he is but with your eyebrow, with your eyeball, he's like, "Oh, I just tore it out like Vader."
Right.
Black could be the most prolific striker in WWE, hands and feet.
Yeah.
And with that said, like that's something that's totally unique. We don't have that. Like Brock is not a striker; he's a wrestling. He's a brute force.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Matt Riddle is a bit more like Alice Black in terms of precision, in terms of like that. He has a true mixed martial arts background, and that's something that we need more of. I like that aspect of it.
I mean, if Knock did more of it, like he has that background. That MMA.
Yeah, he fought like 3 MMA fights and got his ass handed to him in each one of them. Like, let's be real. Like, is Del Rio an MMA fighter? Because Tito Ortiz is going to hand him his ass in a couple weeks or months. I don't know when that is. I just read it. I read it.
I don't know the date, but like he does have training. Is what I'm saying. Like
he did the bottle cap challenge to his face. Agreed. Agreed. He spun his head. He spun his body like it was fucking like I almost thought it was like Tasmanian Devil. He spins so fast he like corkscrews into the ground.
So what was your match of the night?
A lot of okay matches, a lot of solid stuff. Honestly, I have to watch the pre-show because I was told that both pre-show matches were pretty good. I know that the Knock match was pretty short, but I heard that the Drew Gulak match was. And you're talking about match of the weekend, and I'm going to go back and I'm going to watch the Evolve and AEW again on Monday because I mean I was trying to watch AEW on the phone while also attending to fucking Evolve, and unfortunately for everybody, I was just like, it was a crazy experience. I was trying to watch AEW as Paul Heyman walked out, and I was like, I'm going to put the phone down for a minute here and just watch Paul Heyman in ECW Arena. So it was a wild fucking night. So I'm excited. I don't know what the match of the night was because and I'll say this, BG, on Tuesday when we record the show, there will be yelling about AEW Fight for the Fallen. I'm sure of it. I'm positive of it. I've never been more sure of anything in my life.
Yes, there will be.
For this moment, I haven't watched any New Japan, and I have to look forward to that tomorrow. I'm so excited. And I had AEW, which was really great. And I had Evolve, which was fucking awesome. And I had fucking Extreme Rules, which was really good. And I watched Impact Wrestling on fucking Saturday morning. I fucking am so happy I'm a wrestling fan still. Like, there are times where we watch Raw and we talk to each other. And we're like, I wouldn't watch wrestling right now if it wasn't for being paid to do articles or video or radio. You know what I mean? I would watch wrestling right now if I didn't get fucking paid to cover it. This is a time where I would be like, because, and I know for a fact that other people I know, like my friend Gene, he is 50. He's going to be 51 this year, right? He's an old school wrestling fan, loved it for years, fell out of love in the 2005, 6, 7 years. He messaged me and was like, I'm hearing like so much stuff about wrestling. Like there's a lot of hype going on. Like I'm going to try to get back into it now. And that's from a dude who's definitely been away for at least 15 years. So no matter what's going on, we're getting people. Some wrestling fans are coming back, and the key is making new wrestling fans. Hopefully, with everything that's going on, whether you like AEW or like whatever Evolve's doing, all this, there's so many options. And in the internet age, everything is niche. So if there's anything to satisfy you who's out there, my hope is that wrestling becomes cool again. Because I've been talking to people about wrestling, and it feels more and more like they're excited to talk about it. To where before it felt like you were almost like dealing drugs almost, where you're like, yo, you like wrestling? Yo, how about that fucking Seth Rollins, bro? I'm tired of that Becky Lynch bullshit. Yo, whoa, cops coming. Hey, what's going on, man? Like it was something you hid in the shadows to talk about, and now it's more like I had my Ring Rust AEW shirt on. Dude walked up knowing damn well right it was AEW. No idea what the fuck Ring Rust Radio was, but he knew it was AEW, and I was like, I had to explain to him, and he's like, "Oh, cool, see ya." And I was like, "Oh, whatever." So, BG, what was your match of the night?
I just said my match of the night. Probably my match of. I think it might be my match of the weekend. You and I will have to discuss the G1 because it would come from there otherwise.
Yeah.
Aleister Black and Cesaro, I just thought in the 10 minutes that they had, it was a complete match, hard-hitting, technical masterpiece of a match with great selling, a back-and-forth match that really, like, there were times where I was like, man, Cesaro, like, could pull this off. Like, you know he's not going to, of course, but, like, it felt like that in the match. So I loved that match. I thought AJ Styles and Ricochet had a great match. I love the ending of that match. I mean, what a Styles clash, and then the interference, Carl Anderson.
Shoot with me. Braun Lashley was good.
I thought that was great. I thought it was – here's the thing. It was a near 20-minute match, and it kind of felt like a near 20-minute match. But I really like that old-school attitude era that I always go back to of hardcore matches going around the arena and how much fun that is.
And Braun kind of barreling through the fucking wall and shit like that. Like, those are the moments. And this is the time to overbook that kind of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Because you're trying to protect Lashley, and in this battle of the I'll give Roman Reigns this credit. Some of the best stuff that I can remember from Raw in a long time was that feud with Braun Strowman where they smashed the ambulance and he flipped the fucking thing and he took the stretcher and threw it off. That was so over the top and stupid that it was fun. It's just entertaining. It's truly what a soap opera feels like to people, where it's like, oh my God, I don't think Jessica actually fucking poisoned Bernice over here. I think that's not what happened. He didn't actually push him off the fucking ledge and he landed head first. It's like one of those funny cartoons where you see the fake body fall, it lands, and then they cut away to like guy just like wakes up like, oh, I fell, really? Right. So I love that. I actually thought that they did that really well. I like Kevin Owens just stunnering Dolph Ziggler and winning that match. Great
payday for Dolph Ziggler.
But in terms of storyline between the two of them,
I don't know.
You just need, he's an avenue. He was a stopgap for Kofi, and he is an avenue to get Kevin Owens to Shane McMahon.
Here's my thing.
That's really all it was.
I'm a huge fan of Dolph Ziggler. I think he's super underrated. I think he's one of the best wrestlers overall in the world. And just as a fan of his, like, I would have much preferred if they just didn't announce that for tonight and they got involved in the match with Undertaker, Roman Reigns, Shane, and Drew, because Elias did. But then why didn't The Miz? Why didn't Kevin Owens? Like, that type of storyline doesn't make sense when everyone's mixed in with it and then they don't show up in a no-holds-barred match. Which, by the way, if you have a no-holds-barred match and an Extreme Rules match and they're tag team matches, why are they tagging in?
So, because I tell you all the time, even in chaos, you need order. Like, don't be silly. You know what I mean? You have to have, no matter what happens, man, you have to hold that tag rope. I don't care. Listen, by proxy and by the letter of the law, you could have the chainsaw that Dean Ambrose left under there that he couldn't get to work and be chainsaw like that. Dash Wilder could be sitting there. Scott Dawson's getting his limbs are getting chainsawed off, and he can't let go. By the letter of the law, can't let go of that tag rope. Okay, he's like, stop
like David said, it's an extreme amount of rules, right?
Yeah, it is. But that's the caveat that you have to get used.
I hate that.
It is what it is. So yeah, that was a while. We'll talk more about it. We'll talk all about Raw and SmackDown. I think we're doing Tuesdays, so we're definitely not going to talk SmackDown.
We're not talking SmackDown. We'll have to talk Raw. But I mean, what a strong weekend of wrestling. I thought this was the best card.
And before the chaos of that Mike, the waves of Mike Chiari crashing on our shore brings.
Oh, you know my thoughts?
His negativity, all the negativity. It's just truly. I am just happy about watching wrestling. Like, I watch wrestling all the time, and it's not always a positive experience. Oh, you know what? I'll ask this question, and this will be the final question before we go. You watched Evolve, correct? I've been very high on a lot of the guys in Evolve.
I mean, the women stole the show.
For sure, but I want to two people. I watch Beyond Wrestling does a weekly show on independentwrestling.tv. It's 15 weeks in. I've watched every single week. Josh Briggs has been one of those breakout guys on that show. Anthony Green's very fun, retrosexual. AG Fucks, always down for that. But Briggs is a guy I've had my eye on. He fucking is one of those guys WWE will fucking absolutely love. He's like Cass without the shitty attitude.
He kind of reminded me of the Yeti.
That's very mean, and I hope he doesn't hear that. He's watching this right now. He's incredibly offended about this. Yes, Nate, New Day does have all the gold. I'm sorry.
That's awesome. That was a great.
Are you happy that we mentioned that? Yes, I'm very excited for that. Was the tag team match great? What do you want from me? Come on, fucking Ring Rust Radio Wednesday.
That's what I'm saying, man. This was a great show. I don't know why you're so down on it.
I'm not down. I just said I can't say what was the best of the week because I haven't watched it all.
Regardless of that, this was a great show. No,
it was I wouldn't say great. I wouldn't say great. I'd say this. I enjoyed watching a WWE pay-per-view, which is not always the case. I'll say this. Leaps and bounds better than Stomping Grounds, which is the closest relatable pay-per-view. And I'll say this. WWE knows it's Philadelphia, so it's bringing its A game, baby. This ain't New York City, motherfucker. They're bringing out all the bus and all stops, baby. They know they're wasting a fucking SummerSlam on Toronto. They're like, let's have SummerSlam Junior, but better. Undertaker, Brock Lesnar, cash in. Philadelphia. Great crowd, great fucking chants, holy shit chants throughout the night, fucking fun energy. But the other guy I'm just rambling about Philadelphia. But the other guy I wanted to ask you about was Austin Theory. This is a guy I've been super high on for like 2 years. He was like 19 when his first debuted, and I think he legit has top guy material. Like,
I think it's
yeah, so I'm very excited about that. I'm very excited because I know this is Mike Chiari's first time he's ever seen any of these guys. He's like, who's this Drew Gulak guy, huh? Who's this guy, huh? So I'm excited to hear him pretend that he knew who they were and then take credit for knowing them since day one moving forward, which would be fun. Anything else we didn't speak about?
AR Fox, baby.
AR Fox is fantastic. He deserves more.
I was so good to see him again. It's been like, what, a year and a half since he's been on TV, I feel like, at least for me.
Hey, the truth, every fucking time. There's one guy in wrestling who I feel like he will never get any credit, and he will retire before he gets the justice he deserves. But it's Eddie Kingston. Eddie Kingston has been great for fucking ever. He has been great everywhere he goes, and he never gets a fair shake. He went to Impact Wrestling and was in that suck-ass fucking white mask game storm thing. Remember that?
That was a cool stable, though, before they ruined it.
Right. But he's been everywhere, and he's done everything. He's been in every kind of – he's one of those guys who – I remember the first wrestling show I ever went to, he was there. And, like, it's like 15 years ago, and he's still, like, with the same belly – the same body where he's like, this is who I am, fuck you, I'm not going lifting. It's like Joey, that's why I love Joey Janela. He's like, I'm not going to a gym, fuck you. He's like, I'll be out back smoking a cigarette, drinking a beer, I'll take your bumps, and then I'm going to go smoke another cigarette, drink another beer. It is what it is. So, did you have any other comments on the show?
Involved?
Any show, anything.
Well, David has a question for us. It says, how do you feel about Bayley beating Alexa and Nikki clean as a whistle all by herself? That means no Sasha Banks came. You know, there's a lot of speculation. I came on here last week.
Mike made me he came at me pretty hard. I'd say, right? He came pretty hard at me. Probably the hardest he's ever came for me.
Yeah, I think we both called you idiots. An idiot.
And I said to you, like, I'm not convinced she's fucking showing up because, you know, I think she fucking truly has a genuine problem with this fucking company right now. She ain't there. This is the time.
Cal says he came on you really
hard. Yeah, that was kind of the innuendo I was saying. I said it was the hardest Mike ever came on me. And then I giggled, but you didn't hear it and just moved past. Unless you're subconscious. Like I
was reading. I'm so used to him coming really hard on you anyway.
Listen, one of us wore a tiny little towel in Orlando, and it wasn't me. I'll say that much. It wasn't me.
On purpose.
Here, ask me for a blanket. I have 3. We had 3 each. The man was like, I had to sleep under paper towels. A series of instead of like leaving the sheets of paper towels, he ripped them individually and like layered them upon himself like shingles on a roof.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm excited to talk about all of this and more on Wednesday.
Yeah, we didn't even say who we are, what we do. We are Ring Rust Radio.
All the people here, they know what's up.
I do know what's up. We might
Why are
have
you wearing two shirts? It's hot out.
It is, but you were like, "Hey, get the fuck on, get vocal, hurry up!" Like, 10:40,
Why are you wearing
10:45. So I threw a shirt on because the other one's sleeveless, and I was like, "Oh, let me look presentable."
Come on, dude. Let the boys loose, dude. It's summertime.
Oh, David says favorite match from Fight for the Fallen.
I'll say this. I'll give you my my favorite debut, and that's Bea Priestley. I fucking have now that fucking Jimmy has hooked me up. I'm watching so much Joshi wrestling, and she is a Gaijin over there in the Joshi land. He's fucking just cocking a gun, fucking trying to find me for saying Joshi like that. He's like, "That's not. It's Yoshi, brother." It's not. I'm just brutalizing it. But honestly, I thought the best. I think Zima the beer, and Kenny Omega. That was just like that's the kind of match that I'm excited about because it's like just give me something different WWE, and in that moment you can just be like, here's 20 minutes, just fucking wrestle your ass off. Tell a story with the fucking wrestling. I liked it. It was a really good match. You didn't like that match?
It's a good match. There were, you know me, and kicking out of moves that just should not be kicked out of.
Then I guess you're just never gonna like. New Japan does it all the time, though. You fucking swear by it in New Japan. Why are we doing this? Is fucking Ring Rust not a show on Wednesdays? It's fucking almost 30 minutes. We're contracted to do 15-minute shows, and we have so much fun with the fans, and Amy and Rashad and David and fucking everybody here, and I have fun with you, BG, and you miss me all week, and you tell me that on G-Chat every day.
I was off, and I hopped on G-Chat for literally 5 seconds, and you hit me up. I don't know how you even saw that I was on G-Chat in that amount of time, but you were stalking me literally on my time off, so don't bullshit
I'll say this. When I click over and I see a dot for you or Mike and I'm watching wrestling, I click over on purpose when I see something I need to tell somebody about. And unfortunately, think like this. You are my wrestling comment pin cushions. Because my wife doesn't care. If I walk down her, I'm like, baby, baby, baby. You'll never guess what Kerry Von Erich just put in his shoe. And then she's like, if you don't leave, I'm getting a divorce. So now I come to you and you're like, I can't divorce him.
I'm definitely more open than Kiari is between the two of us. I'll give you that much. But Rashad, so we don't leave you hanging. My favorite match from Fight for the Fallen was the Lucha Brothers versus STU.
Yeah, it was an awesome match. Fucking great match. I actually thought Allie and Brandy was a solid match. I like the ending. A good storytelling there with the awesome Aja Kong stuff. It's like you're not just building one storyline, you're building two storylines and interweaving shit and letting it feel natural, not force feeding it like Becky and Seth Rollins being a couple and beating me over the head with it and telling me 1,000 fucking times. And they're a couple, Michael. Did you know that? Can I go? You've really fucking angered me.
I've angered you?
I've had a few drinks. So I think I'm having mood swings. And I can't handle it. Go ahead. Who are we? We're Ring Rust Radio. Tell us who we are, BJ. I don't have my phone.
I know, you're so drunk already. We are Ring Rust Radio. As you can tell, we like to talk. We are a long-form podcast. We usually go live every Wednesday. Sometimes, though, we go live early in the week, and we're going live this Tuesday. We're going to be recapping this entire weekend. Tonight was our live reaction to Extreme Rules on Get Vocal. I'm confused because we also did a match commentary just live for everyone, which is something that we actually offer at patreon.com/ringrustradio. You can click the button below. You can support us and donate to the show, where we also do fantasy drafts. We have fantasy games. We do retro reviews of old pay-per-views, old movies and TV shows. Coming up, Donnie, we have a movie review.
I just looked at our email address right now to see what just happened because I got blown up. The Smarks are coming in fucking droves already. I'm not even kidding. We have 25 fucking emails of Smart stuff.
I sent you 20.
Yeah, but I'm talking like separate emails from people. And we also got a new tournament. Of the most handsome WWE wrestlers.
Oh, that's an easy one.
Yeah, me.
Yeah, we also do fan emails. That's what Donnie's talking about. ringrunnersradio@yahoo.com. We do an email section every week, taking emails from our loyal supporters and our fans and our listeners. And oftentimes it turns into just us yelling about weird tournaments like the best Thanksgiving food,
Best
or
chest,
the best
best chest in wrestling,
best chess in wrestling.
the annual Dan Matha Award is what we're calling it.
Yeah. Predicting the upcoming WrestleMania 7 months ahead of time.
It's and you know what? It never makes us look smart.
No, but sometimes there's t-shirt bets on the line, and Mike Henry has won some of those. And we also do offer t-shirts, prowrestlingtees.com/ringrunnersradio. We have so much going on at Ring Rust Radio, Donnie. Tomorrow, we are not going to be here on Get Vocal. We'll be back the following Monday because we were here tonight. We usually do Get Vocal after every Raw on Monday nights, 11:15 p.m. Eastern, unless there is a pay-per-view. And at that point in time, apparently we go live no matter what at 10:45.
This is probably the best. Honestly, this is probably the best Get Vocal we've ever done. I had so much fun doing this one.
And we will have a lot more fun next week, Donnie. But first, this coming Wednesday on Ring Rust Radio, you can catch us on Spreaker, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, and so many other podcast services. Thank you all for joining us tonight. We'll see you back here next week. Oh, come on. I did such a good outro, and you have to go shake like that?
I'm literally trying to end the show because you did such a good job. I'm shaking to buy time. Yeah, look at that. Look at the sunglasses. Oh, yeah, they're all over the place.